All right. So it is broadcasting, and I'm going to have to set up the regions and everything live. So give me a minute.
All right. So here we go. Let's we'll go ahead and get started with the audio, and then we'll try and keep it moving while Darvin gets it technically set up. So if you guys haven't noticed, DeogeOge is a noob at live streaming, and I tried to take some time to get it done this week. I did a bunch of test calls, and everything works just fine for me on mine, but getting the audio of everybody else's in the conversation in is not working. So I'm going to have to nail that down this week, and then we will get it up and going again next week. So for this week, and we can even post this on Darvin's channel each week as well. We'll get that all dialed in. So all right, with that, guys, let's get on to the show. So we got our special guest Overflow, and if you guys open up another window there, you can head over to his channel, youtube.com/Overflow, Overtflow, and so we're here today to get to know Overflow. So, all right, and with that, so you were telling us, you were telling us how you got into YouTube. I got to hear that story. It was pretty amazing, very gripping tale. I was so engulfed in it, but I don't think anybody else got to hear it. So,
all right. Well, I will tell that story in just 1 second. Can you actually can you link me to whatever channel we're on right now so that I could tweet it?
Yes.
But anyway, here's the story. If you could just put it in the Skype, that'd be cool. The story is that I started YouTube, and here's the story about the singing part, actually. I wanted to get a intro done. Somebody did an intro for me, but they forgot to add the audio, so I kind of added my own audio by being like, boom, 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 boom. And then from there, it kind of evolved into a little song. And then once I actually got a real intro, and then from there, the song already evolved into a little song. People were like, hey man, we only subscribe to you because you got such awesome songs in the beginning of your videos. And so it kind of became something that I had to do, but it's fine because I like to do it, and I have a beautiful singing voice. I can't help it. It's a gift, really. It's curse and a gift and stuff. But anyways, I've always been a sniper since COD 4. And obviously when I started doing my channel, that's why I was sniping, because clearly if I'm a sniper, I'm going to be doing sniping stuff. And as of late, I've been doing a lot of Moabs, though, and right now I'm going purely for sniper Moabs. I started doing just regular gun Moabs just to kind of switch it up. But basically on my channel, a lot of sniper tips, lots of sniper gameplay, and just recently some Moabs. So that's what it's all about with me. And that's all, really.
All right. So, and then, yeah, we went through the Moabs. You getting all those Moabs, that's pretty beast. So out of all your series, what would be your favorite series that you do?
My favorite series, I really liked the Overt Show when it was going on. The Overt Show was basically just a question and answer series, which turned into an advice series, and then from there, it kind of, I don't know, I might start that up again. I like that series, but my favorite one is probably the one that you wanted to hear since you asked me my favorite. My favorite one is the Tactical Sniper Positioning, just because it's always gotten really good reviews from everybody who watches it, and that's just basically a series where I go through the levels in Call of Duty, and I say my favorite spots to snipe from, little shot spots, and all this stuff that you may not know. So it helps a lot of people get good sniping gameplay, and I like it. I don't know. That's my favorite series for sure, though.
Nice. Yeah, I get lots of questions about that, because even guys from my clan, so I'm in a clan of guys, they're a bunch of old dudes, but they were all asking for sniping tips, and they're like, dude, you should make videos on sniping tips, and I'm like, I don't even know how to snipe, I suck at sniping, so I was sending them your way to go check out those, and yeah, they were giving some good results after that.
Oh, well, thanks a lot, man, I appreciate it.
So, who was your inspiration for getting into YouTube?
For getting into YouTube, inspiration. Let me think. You know what? Well, maybe actually, I guess, inspirations would be, who are the two people? The two people that I actually knew of before I actually started doing YouTube was only Chris Smoove and Wings of Redemption. So I was watching Wings, and honestly, before I started doing YouTube, I didn't even know that I thought that it was like, this is how I thought of it. I thought it was like TV, like you had to do something special to be able to do that. I didn't realize that people could just put up content and just I was like, oh, that's super cool. So I started doing it because I had a shoulder injury. But Wings of Redemption and Chris Move inspired me, I guess, to start the YouTube thingy.
Nice, nice. So yeah, so it's kind of like watching the T-Mart videos and having all the tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff. That was kind of more the reason why I got into it. So I don't do a whole lot of regular type commentaries. I try and do more the tips and tricks. But seeing that T-Mart, everybody else has all the bases covered for guns and game setups and all that, I will try to find a niche where it wasn't getting covered, and that's where I came up with my spawn location. So beautiful, baby.
And your tips are actually super helpful. I stop in on your videos every once in a while, and I just take them, and I do everything that you tell me to do, and that's how I end up getting all those Moabs.
It's just, yeah.
Just so you're aware.
I guess if I actually tried, I probably could pull off a Moab. I spent about, I had the clan we were running together and we were doing it, and I spent a little bit of time trying to get Moabs, and then I gave up after, it was like at a 23 kill streak, and then I failed it because I get impatient and ran in there. I'm like a running gunner guy, so I'm always like rushing in, I want to be in their face, getting it, and that's just doesn't work out at times for getting Moabs. So what video, out of all your videos, what would you say the video that you're the most proud of?
Man, the video I'm the most proud of?
Hard-hitting questions here, isn't it?
I really like, there's so many videos that I can say that I was proud of, but I guess the video that got the most amount of exposure is something that really made me happy. And so I'm just going to say my reaction to Advanced UAV was really cool because it got like, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
It got like, 12,000 views, and I think Blame Truth watched it, Wings, Mercadurka, all the big commentators watched it. So I thought that was really cool.
And that's funny because it was actually just, it's more like a vlog style video, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, and so I remember when I watched it, I was like, what the hell? Kind of thing. That was pretty good, man.
It's funny, though.
You guys got to head over and check that out. Look it up. He's got it on his channel. All right. So you're a Call of Duty guy and you're a Battlefield guy. So which one do you enjoy playing the most? I know you play more Call of Duty, but what's your thought process there?
Honestly, if as far as Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield are concerned, I like Battlefield 3 more, and if Battlefield 3 had theater mode, I would probably play that a lot more, but because I have to go out of my way to record it, and I don't have the software to cut stuff up, easily. I don't have Sony Vegas and all that, so it's kind of a pain in the butt for me. But if Battlefield 3 if it had theater mode, I'd probably play that more, to be honest.
Okay, excellent. So, yeah, I enjoy playing Battlefield. I played it a little bit, but then it got, I don't know, I guess I'm one of those Call of Duty fanboys, and I played Black Ops all the way up until basically every day, a couple hours, 2, 3, 4 hours a day, all the way up until it was done. And then the 2 weeks before Modern Warfare 3 came out, I played Battlefield for that couple of weeks, and I had fun with it, and it just is a slower pace that, and me being a tactical sniper, I guess that makes sense. But for me being the kind of rushing in and going crazy kind of guy, those tactical snipers just took me out constantly.
You should try the Close Quitters maps that everybody's talking about.
I did. I did like Operation Metro and all the ones when they had the rush gameplay, but I haven't actually tried. I haven't played it in months, so I haven't even gotten to try any of the new maps. I know they got a lot of DLC going on with it.
Yeah, no, I loved the slow pace of Battlefield just because of the sniping. Exactly. I just love the sitting back, hanging out, eating some popcorn, and then find a guy 5 minutes later and kill him. That's cool.
Nice. So it's looking like Darvin's got the stream set up and looking pretty.
Yeah. Do what I can. Doing what I can on the backup plan.
Excellent. Showing the love, taking care of it.
Problem.
All right. So do you have a favorite movie? Favorite movie of all time? And then how about in the last year?
A favorite movie of all time? I'd have to, I really like old kung fu movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what is it, 36th Chamber of Shaolin. I really like that movie. And I like Way of the or Last Samurai. That one's cool.
Nice.
But that one's a recent one.
Yeah.
My favorite movie in the last year, I'd probably have to say Batman, to be honest. The Batman movie was awesome.
The third one there with Bane, or one of the...
with Bane.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was pretty beast, dude. I went and I saw that and was just like, this is like the coolest movie ever. But I did actually enjoy the Joker character a little bit better, just because... I know, it's the Joker. And then he pulled it off like the madness. I guess I'm a fan of those kind of crazy people madness. Yeah.
I'm a fan of crazy people in general. Speaking of like old kung fu type movies, have you ever seen? And that's probably all before your time over it, but have you seen American Ninja, the whole series?
Oh yeah.
American.
Yeah.
American Ninja. It was like
TheDeoge knows because he just grew up in that time frame. But man,
it's like the 1980s cool like ninja movies. You know, like they didn't have any. You know, it's like you had to go watch the kung fu movies from like overseas to be able to get the same kind of thing. And then the only one that they had in America at that time was the American Ninja series. That was just pretty beast.
God, they must have done like
I would like
four
to
or
watch
five. Probably just 4 or 5. They're probably so horribly dated now, but they were awesome at the time.
Yeah.
Totally awesome. Totally
That's so
into
that. And then they had the best of the best. And when they had that show come out, they made the Karate Kid look like a little sissy. So that was a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you're in for a bad marathon, go ahead and pick that up over it.
So a
I
recent
want
movie.
6 hours of my life that I'm never going to need again. Go ahead and watch it.
A recent movie that I saw that I didn't think was, I thought it was going to be funny, but I didn't think it was going to be as amazing as it was The Three Stooges. Like that new Three Stooges movie, I didn't see it in the theaters. I just rented it on, Hulu or whatever, this last couple of weeks. And my kids were like recording me. They're trying to record me because I was laughing so hard. I was literally hyperventilating. And there was a scene where they had this, like a priest of this kid's home or whatever, and they had like stripped him of his robe and because they thought he was messing with the nuns and yeah, because they had knocked him into the nuns and we got cats, baby cats, and then they pushed him over and ended up ripping out his armpit hair, and it was just like I was like.
Darvin turned into a cat.
I know. It's a cat. Cat man, bring it.
It's so creepy. Look, you get that thing out of here? Hey, fellas.
Awesome.
Oh, gosh.
We got cat man going in the feed.
It's so creepy looking. Oh, my God.
Oh, all right. So next question we got for you. How about Nuke or Moab? Which one do you prefer?
Moab, just because I didn't like Modern Warfare 2 at all. I never even tried to go for a nuke because I didn't play it nearly enough.
Nukes are
So Moab just based purely on the time spent on the game.
nice. Yeah, I found that nukes were easier to get than Moab just for the fact that you had to only have a 7 kill streak before you could run your chopper gunners and pave those and everything up to get it. So good times there. How about you, Darvin?
That's how you set up a Chromebook.
Oh, I gotta turn off my light. There we go. Nukes or Moabs? I like the Moabs better.
Yeah.
I thought the nuke boosting was really ruined it. I mean, if they would have kept the nuke as it was and didn't make it a game ender in Modern Warfare 2, that wouldn't have been so bad. With it being a game ender, though, it just ruins the experience for everybody. I mean, it's bad enough with what the Moab does, but at least the game can go on, and you can still win that game.
Yeah.
But with the way it was set up in Modern Warfare 2, it was destined to be abused, and it sure is and sure was. So
Yeah.
I like the Moab better for that aspect of it.
Last week I went and I played some Modern Warfare 2 just to kind of get in there and do it, and I was on a 23 kill streak sitting in my chopper gunner, and some kid who had been knifing his buddy in the corner the whole time ended up pulling off a nuke, so it was like I needed 2 more kills in my chopper gunner and I was going to get it. But yeah, no, it is frustrating boosting in general, but especially when it's something as prevalent that you find in Modern Warfare 2, so... All right. How about the Assault Support or Specialist package? Which is your favorite?
My favorite honestly, I just talked about this in a video today. A little bit, I touched on the subject. Assault kill streaks are really almost useless in this game. Like the AC-130, you pull that thing out and you go down in 3 seconds, and it's like, oh, come on, man. And support... Yeah, Specialist is cool for Moab since I've been using it a lot lately, but I'd say Support is my favorite just because I like the idea of ballistic vests. I like the idea of kill streaks that give your character a buff. And I guess that's the same with Specialist, but it is the difference.
Nice. All right, yeah, and Darvin, what's your thoughts on the Assault Specialist or Looks like you're busy. So for me, I think that the assault kill streaks are the best, and the reason is I run usually I'll run something like a Predator missile, a Reaper, and then AC-130, and I'll just go ham with them, or I'll do Predator missile, assault airstrike or whatever, and then Reaper, and with that, after capping some flags, a couple of kills, I'm dropping the Predator missile. That gets me my air assault strike, and then the airstrike there, I use that. I use a Predator missile to see where guys are, and generally I'll pick one off with that, and then I'll drop the airstrike down, and that a lot of the times gets me my Reaper. And then with the Reaper, I usually just go to work. So I'm a big time assault guy. I enjoy it.
Assault is fun. I hope that they make it a little bit stronger in the next game, though.
Yeah. It's looking like they're going to have like a 10 perk package or setup in there, and that's actually kind of looking pretty cool.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm kind of underwhelmed about the whole thing, but you have a question on that, so I'll wait to chime in at that point.
Let's do that now. Actually, what's your go-to gun? There we go. We'll hit that one up, and then we're going to jump into Black.
My go-to gun in MW3?
Yeah. My
go-to gun for all things that are necessary to do on the battlefield with myself and my gun will probably be the Barrett 50 cal, actually. I think I have the most kills with that one, and I mean, clearly I'm going to say a sniper. I mean, I'm just saying. So, yeah, definitely the 50 cal. Nice. So he's doing another character over here if you want to watch this. Yeah, again.
Nice. And I think him moving actually does all that stuff.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
Before he had like a cat. It's creepy. It's scaring me a little bit. Like looking all drunk over here.
Dude, get some.
That one's not tracking very well. Oh well. All right, move on.
Where do you get these from?
Are they like
came with the camera?
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right, so next thing. So go-to gun, and for me, I say my go-to gun is the good old-fashioned, overpowered and overused MP7. Get some. So I love that thing.
Yeah, I'd have to go with that in the ACR.
Yes,
I always try to pick out like my favorite assault rifle and SMG so I can alternate between them on the map choice. So I always pick one of each. Those would be my go-tos.
The brand new PM9 buff has been pretty awesome too. I've been running that with silencer and rapid fire, and using that with sleight of hand just to be kind of that real pain in the neck, in your face, shooting and shooting and shooting kind of run and gun play style, which has been a blast. I've been having fun with that lately with the recent gun updates. So yeah. Oh, and so thoughts on the Black Ops 2 trailer. So this week we had the Black Ops 2 trailer come out for multiplayer, and I know when I first saw it, I was just like, dude, freaking stun knives and stuff flying, and it was pretty awesome. I was like, those are just cool. But again, I'm one of those Call of Duty fanboys. I'm get excited about stupid things, like shiny. Look at shiny, it's exploding. So, what's your thoughts on the Black Ops 2 trailer?
Well, I know that Darvin has a very, seems like he has a pretty good opinion on it from what he said previously. But my opinion on it is that if it's anything like Black Ops, it's going to be good because Black Ops was an awesome game. I'm going to say that it's definitely my second favorite Call of Duty, and I think they did a lot of things right in it. And if they can perfect the things that they did wrong in Black Ops 2, it will be perfect, I think.
Nice.
Darvin.
So, yeah, you want me to talk about it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always been traditionally very excited about Call of Duty. I've been a big-time fanboy, so every time these things come out, I'm just super stoked about it. But I tend to be a little bit more realistic about it because I can't handle, like the week before Christmas, so I try not to get too wrapped up in it too early because it's just punishing myself. And so generally, I don't pay that much attention. This one, I'm pretty excited if it is a lot like Black Ops.
This is how you fix your dad's computer with the Chromebook.
Ads on your videos. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Now with this one, the future aspect of it concerns me a bit. The game seems very un-Call of Duty to me. It looks a lot like Crysis. I don't know. We'll see how it feels. Overall, it's kind of underwhelming for me. It's one of the reasons why I don't really care for Halo. And I know there's a lot of people that love Halo, but I've just never really liked it. That's just not my thing. Futuristic space shooter. I like getting my hands dirty in the trenches, World War II style, Vietnam, let's get it on. And, Modern Warfare is all great and everything, but then now this, 2025, I don't know. So I'm kind of underwhelmed. I'll probably play it like crazy and have a great time, but at this point I'm just kind of like, it's okay,
Like, I loved World at War. I gotta agree with you. World at War II stuff. Mm-hmm. Like World War II. World at War was a cool game. That was my favorite game, actually. That's my favorite Call of Duty, followed by Black Ops. And I really like the old-fashioned guns and all that stuff. Like the whole, I've got to sit down here and reload for 10 minutes and stuff some gunpowder in the top, and I like those guns. But so when I heard about the future thing, I was like, maybe. But it is a change that we haven't seen before in the Call of Duty franchise, and so I'm pretty excited about it. From the way it looks like it's not going to be so futuristic that it's unrecognizable to us. You know what I mean? It seems like the guns are going to be pretty, a little bit more advanced than what we got, obviously. I mean, he had a stunning throwing knife super thing that he had there. Other than that, they're still using knives. They're still using a magnum gun thingy. It's not
tomahawks.
I was excited to see the tomahawk. I was happy about that. Throwing knives got nothing on a tomahawk.
Oh no, that was just awesome. That was my favorite thing in that Sticks and Stones gameplay in Black Ops. Was probably how I spent the last few months of playing Black Ops. Was 90% tomahawking people to the face, and so they don't fly the same way as throwing knives. So I tried a little bit of throwing knife action. I did some knife and only gameplay. I had fun doing that, but it still doesn't even stack up to having that tomahawk. That's just that's pretty awesome. So, but yeah, so we got the trailer going on right here in the background, and with that, I think it still looks like a Call of Duty to me, and I wasn't a fan of like them bringing out the assault drones and things like that for Modern Warfare 3. I was thinking that looked a lot more like Homefront, and but one of my favorite things from Battlefield is the attachments for the guns. So I think if they get if they have the lasers and the things like that you kind of get a glimpse of here in a little bit, those will be awesome if they implement those into the new Black Ops 2. I think that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll be there at midnight, that's for sure.
It was funny. I was playing some games with some of my subscribers yesterday, and it turns out they live like a half hour away from me up in right across the border in Canada. So I live like right on the border there. So, but all right, guys. So release night, I know I'm going to be heading to do that. So all
release
right.
night out here, I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but release night out here is like a huge party. I live in Vegas, so
yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know if it's the same, but we get like a DJ, we get music for all this free stuff, food, drinks, all this. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's the same everywhere.
Yeah,
not to that extent, no.
Up here they got the GameStops and things like that. They'll be having tournaments. People will be in there playing the games. They'll have a whole lot of them set up. And since you guys get it on the East Coast, guys get it a lot of hours before us. I mean, we got a 3-4 hour lag. So you guys will be at home playing it for a few hours before I even get my hands on a copy of it at the midnight release. So there'll be already videos up before I get mine. So
I love going to release night. I have so much fun at those things. It's just great. Like the first one I went to was for Modern Warfare 2, and we got there like 5 hours in advance. Me and my buddy, we were like number 1, 2, and 3 in line. So we got to watch all the customers coming in and out of the store, and they're all like, "Are you homeless? Are you okay?" We're like, just big nerds. Cool.
Yeah. Don't mind us. Don't mind us.
So I thoroughly enjoy it. Those are my people out there.
Excellent. All right, guys. So I appreciate everybody coming out. We got one more question for the guys, and then I think we're going to wrap it up. So the final question I'd like to ask is the commentator buffet. So we got the commentator buffet coming up there, Overflow, and you want to go ahead and tell folks about that before we get wrapped up?
Yeah. Okay. Well, back in the day, I had this idea to bring YouTubers together under one, whatever. Either way, I have this event on my channel called the Commentator Buffet. I had this idea like a lot of bigger channels don't help out other channels, and I wasn't even a big channel at the time. I think I had like 4,000 subs or something like that the first time I did it, and basically I figured that there's not enough camaraderie in the YouTube community, so I figured why not grab a bunch of commentators and throw them together in like one video, like 10 different commentators in one video, and that's the commentator buffet, because you get your choices. Like the viewer gets the choice of different commentators that they can go subscribe to, go watch, and the commentators get a little bit of exposure. And then from that first video, the first video to me is the main video, with the 10 different people in it, because that's the buffet. And then from there it goes into a tournament style event where they gradually people move further and further until it gets from 10 guys just down to one guy, and then that one guy gets a dual com with me, or they get to post whatever they want on my channel. I'm about to run that. Actually, I'm going to be messaging everybody back this Sunday, or actually this Monday. If any of you guys that are here watching want to join, feel free to. I'm just saying, both TheDeoge and DarvinTV have both participated in it, and DarvinTV actually won one of them. The first one.
Yep. What an honor. What an honor. I've got the plaque up on my wall, and the trophy holds
Made
a
of
few bucks
something
inside.
And the free trip to Vegas was the real kicker. So going for that final show live with Overflow in Vegas was...
and the $100,000 bonus check that you get for winning is good too.
Yeah, that's always a blast.
that always helps out.
Well, you know, we might have made that part up, but...
Maybe.
Maybe. So, all right, guys. So, commentator buffet, last day for getting videos in is what day?
Sunday. Well, not for videos, but to send me a message is Sunday.
Okay, so Sunday. You got 1 day or 2 days, couple days. So, all right, guys. So if you want to get involved, head over to Overflow's channel, and always hit that subscribe button. If you're not there, come over to my channel, TheDeoge. Hit that subscribe button. Head over to DarvinTV's. Hit that subscribe button. So it's a good time. And with that, guys, I appreciate everybody coming out. Thanks for coming out. You guys are awesome. And Darvin, go ahead, baby.
Go ahead, what? You want me to shut it down now?
Yeah, we could go ahead and shut it down.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Thanks for coming out.